precious to play them again?
Yeah, I mean, anytime a team gets the best of you, you look forward to the next time you see them. So, like I said, we didn't do enough things well enough to beat them tonight. You got to give them credit. They played well on both ends of the floor. We didn't. So, next time, we got to lock in a little bit more, be ready, and look for a different result.
Would you say the experience of defending Isaiah Thomas is probably what it's like for defenders defending you?
I mean, I'm sure it's the same. He's an all-star point guard, and he can shoot the ball, he can get to the rim, he's crafty, he can play off the ball. He's really, really quick. So, we make a bucket, he get it out the net, and he's pushing it, looking for an advantage. So if everybody's not back, he's attacking the guy in front of him, and it's hard to deal with.
How rewarding is it to kind of take this team to where it is now? Everybody picked you guys to be back in the lottery, and you're just going to be scoring points and losses.
Yeah.
But you guys are now playing for seed. You guys not only playing for the playoffs, you're playing to try to get the fifth seed.
I mean, I think it's a great feeling, and I think it's rewarding because we put so much time in together. Once our roster came together and we knew what it was, we started spending time together right away. We went to San Diego together and worked out for a week. Came to Portland a month and a half or so early. Played pickup, we worked out together, we hung out together, and we kind of formed a bond with each other. We got to know each other. When the season started, we knew it would be growing pains on the floor, and it would come down to how we responded to that. And, all the things we went through to start the season, it made us better, and now we're in position to be a playoff team.
It's like the roster is filled with a bunch of guys with chips on the shoulder, or it didn't work out somewhere else, and they came. I mean, you seem like you're the leader of that band, but it seems like everybody else has got something to prove also.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people, like you said, it's not me just doing everything. I'm not carrying the team and having to do it all by myself. It's not me. It's the group. When I come into camp, and in my mind, I'm saying we're gonna be better than people think, and I, having a lot of pride. And we've been able to do what we've done because everybody felt that way. Everybody came and said, "I'm better than what they say I am. I can bring more to this team than they said I can bring to this team," and took it personally. And when you actually put the work in and you take it personal, you're gonna get results from it. And I think everything that everybody's seeing is just a result of the time guys put in and the belief they have in themselves.
What have you learned about yourself this year through this process?
I don't think I learned. I wouldn't say I learned anything about myself. Coming in, I always believed that I could do more. I always believed that I can improve, and you can put more weight on my shoulders, so to say. And I think the one thing is that now it's like, man, every time there's a challenge in front of me, I kind of block out the fact that it's a challenge and I go after it. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I have really noticed about myself that I knew already, but now it's like, man, I really take it to heart, when it's a challenge in front of me, and I go after it.
Damian, I've been working on a story for a little while about teams that have beaten the Warriors. I know it's not the best time. Could you possibly look back on that and just talk about the rhythm that you were in that night?
I just got in the flow. You see the ball go in enough times early, you're able to get the spots, and once you get in the rhythm, a lot of guys in the league can tell you that. How good the defense is, what spot on the floor you in, it kind of goes out the window. Once you get in one of those rhythms, and then it's pretty much nothing they can do but make it tough. And, that's just how I was feeling.
During that third quarter run, you made a couple of steals where it was basically you were a defensive safety in football, coming up from the weak side and tipping passes. What do you remember about playing in that frenetic pace and stopping the Warriors?
I mean, you against a team like that, not only can you not make many mistakes on offense because they take advantage of it, but on the defensive end, you can't give them easy buckets. Steph is going to make threes. Clay's going to make threes. The other guys will do what they do, but you can't give them too many easy opportunities. And that's what a lot of people don't notice about their teams. They think it's just threes and all this stuff, but they back cut, they get layups, they screen for each other, they play unselfish, and they kick the ball ahead. You score on them, you don't have the time to celebrate. You got to sprint back and be ready to guard. And, And that's all that was.
Hey, Dave, I'm sorry, the last thing. When you were dealing with the plantar fasciitis, and you guys were starting to go down a little bit, was there ever a point where that you guys had to rally around something, or just say this could go south in a hurry if we don't kick this in?
Yeah, I mean, I hurt my foot in the middle of a trip, and we was close to beating Miami, and I hurt my foot like with a couple minutes left, and I was like, I had over 30 points already, and at that point in the game, before I hurt my foot, I was like, I'm gonna take this game over. We're gonna win this game, and then that happens, and I just felt it. I couldn't move the same. I didn't want to, you know what I mean? I was nervous, and after the game, I was having a hard time walking, so I figured I wouldn't be able to play for one game, and then the next game it was, a little bit worse, so then I had to end up sitting 7 games, and I just remember over that time, I was like, man, this could be a real struggle, but guys answered the call, and we won I think we had a 4-game winning streak.
CJ played really well.
CJ played really well, but it was a group effort. A lot of guys came in and stepped up, and we won games when we needed to win games, and I think that was the time that